What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Ben video. We all know that recently we had the PS5 price increase, and it seems that Phil Spencer is hinting or making pretty clear that there will be a price increase coming to the various parts of the Xbox brand. So we'll get into it. We'll read through the article. I'll read some of the statements from Phil Spencer because I think that's really important, and we'll kind of analyze them, see what's going on here, when we can expect this price increase to come, and go from there. So Xbox boss Phil Spencer has admitted there will be some price increases across Xbox consoles and services, but that Microsoft is holding off until after the 2022 holiday shopping season. Speaking at WSJ Live per The Verge's Tom Warren, Spencer said, "I do think at some point we'll have to raise the price on certain things, but going into this holiday, we thought it was important to maintain the prices." Spencer also noted, "We've held price on our console, we've held price on our games for us and our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things." While not specifically speaking about a particular product, it's widely expected that we will see Microsoft's bump up for the price of the Xbox Series X and S consoles, following in the footsteps of Sony's recent price hike. While both companies weather the storm through the pandemic-driven supply chain shortages, rising inflation around the world, and continued pressure on the supply chain and logistics of global shipping have pushed up production costs. Sony chose to pass this along to consumers last month, but Microsoft resisted doing this at the time. But they said they were constantly evaluating their prices. So if you're looking for an Xbox console, all I can recommend right now is you go out and try and get one now, because in another couple of months' time, these things may be more expensive than they were at launch. Now, this is something that's both disappointing, but marginally understandable. Obviously, Sony's done their price increase, and I made a video on that. It was kind of terrible timing with the amount of bad news Sony was having. An increase of price on top of that makes it seem pretty bad, but it now makes Sony not look so bad because Xbox is considering doing the same thing. But in my opinion, this is really not great for Xbox, because right now they've got the cheaper, more powerful console, the better live service at a better cost, and, you know, they got the cheaper games. Like, the same game on PS5 can sometimes cost more because of their £70 price tag, or $70, depending where you are. But this just really doesn't make Xbox look good. And with last generation and how bad that was for us as Xbox, well, I'm not an Xbox fan, I play PC anyway, but for Xbox people who primarily play on Xbox, it was such a terrible generation, the Xbox One. And, like, they really need to get themselves back on top and actually cutting their losses a little bit and losing a little bit of money on having the cheaper, more powerful console and the amazing, live service that they have with Gamepass. I just think it's now not the best time for this to all be going down, to be honest with you. Phil Spencer also did hint on the fact that Game Pass growth on console seems to be slowing down. He almost believes he's hit every person on the console platform, and the actual growth of that is slowing down. I mean, but I kind of understand that. If you think about it, what games can you name that have been absolutely phenomenal on Xbox part that's come on Game Pass that's like an exclusive Xbox game this year? I literally can't think of any. There's not many at all. They've been some great third-party stuff, but actual exclusive stuff from Microsoft, there has really not been anything. Like, I can't think of a single game right now that's maybe... no, Forza, that was the year before, so that doesn't even count. I literally can't think of anything that Microsoft has released to put on Game Pass. So I understand why that growth has slowed, and I think a lot of people have been unsubscribing from Game Pass. And then they resub when there's a game like I did. Plague's Tale came on, and I resubbed for that on PC. And then I unsubscribe once I finish that game. And if I really like the game, I'll buy it on Steam sale in a couple of years' time for like £2. So that's what I do. And I think a lot of people do a similar thing. But what I think they're trying to do here is they're putting their prices up before next, or at the start of next year, it seems, just in time for all the big games. Xbox has a fantastic year coming up next year. You've got Starfield, Redfall, you've got Stalker. Like, that's just to name a few. There's tons of others as well. But that is a great lineup of first-party exclusive games for Xbox or Microsoft. So I think putting the price up is, in their point of view, not ours, but their point of view, is a great timing, because they're increasing the price of a console just before these fantastic games come out. They're going to increase the price of the service to get those games on just before it comes out. We have no clue how much this is going to cost. We don't know what the increases are going to be. It might be slightly less than Sony, or it might be the same as Sony. I wouldn't imagine they're going to go past Sony, because that would be the most stupid thing they could possibly do on a generation where they're actually doing very, very well. So let's hope they don't do that. But I think it's very interesting timing. It's great they're not increasing the price going into the holiday season. At least they've given us a warning. They've not just gone, we're increasing the price. Like, they've gone, right, we'll look into this next year. We're probably going to have a price increase at the early part of next year. But holiday season, go out, get your consoles as soon as you can, because there probably is going to be a price increase. And that's all I can recommend to you guys. We will have to see what happens. It's very interesting that this has come about. I've got my Xbox. I'm planning on actually selling it at the moment, so I might wait a little bit because it's going to be more expensive. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work with selling stuff like that, because I primarily play PC now. It's the platform that I love and enjoy the most. I think it's beyond both. And I'm lucky enough to be in a position to afford a powerful PC. So that's nice to be able to do that. But I find this very interesting. Both consoles have gone up. This isn't something we've actually experienced before. Normally at this point, there's a slim version coming out and you're actually getting a cheaper console. Like, it's really weird to think 2 years ago, these consoles launched, and you now have to pay more than you did 2 years ago. These parts should be getting cheaper. And we know that Microsoft could take the hit on these consoles. They're just choosing not to. I hope they're not getting greedy. I hope they're not going, oh, we're having a good generation so far. We're not far behind Sony in sales. I want to make more and more money. I hope they're not doing that. They need to try and sell the consoles, build themselves. This year, this console generation for Xbox, in my opinion, remember, I'm always talking about my opinion. This doesn't mean it's factual. You don't have to go and criticize me in the comments below and be a dick about everything. But my opinion is what they should be doing this generation is building that customer satisfaction, and that, like, the people who love Xbox and are part of the Xbox brand and enjoy playing on Xbox, you need to win those people back over. The people that went to Sony from on the Xbox One to the PS4 generation, people who switched over to Sony, you need to be drawing those people back in. You may have hit your max of people who, on the Game Pass, who own Xboxes, but you haven't hit the max amount of people who've switched to PlayStation from your crappy last generation that you had. So you need to win those people back. And in my opinion, doing what you were doing by keeping the console the same price while Sony was increasing theirs, not going to £70 games while Sony was going to £70 games, having a fantastic subscription service. You've got, you had no games this year coming to that service. None of your own exclusives, but you do have exclusives, tons of them, coming to Game Pass next year. And all those things are going to drive hype. Starfield is going to drive hype. Like, that should just be in itself. You are going to get more subscribers coming to Game Pass from other platforms. My friend only bought a PlayStation. He's now wanting to go and get a Series X because he wants to play Starfield. He wants to play the next Bethesda game. He wants Call of Duty permanently, and he wants to pay a low price for Call of Duty every year because it's going to be on Game Pass. But if you start raising that, it's not going to be great, because you're instantly seeing negative news on this platform because of that fact that you've increased it. So I don't know, man. This seems bad timing, but it's good to warn people, I suppose. That's all I got for this video today. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what I can do to improve my content. I'm always trying to do better, so thank you for letting me know, and I'll see you in future videos, guys. Bye-bye for now.